I want to say that your conversation that you had with your mom is similar to what I had with the whole family. Although we were more hands, I think we voted together before on local elections, so we are more familiar. Have more of a process where we are very much trying to vote, or at least we're very much discussing it. Collaboratively. Like talk, we read what's on the ballot descriptions together. We look up stuff online as we're like thinking about it, and like everyone will explain like the parts that they know about and like how it applies to them and like questions and things like that. So I think that's I'm not as worried about for our family copying each other's vote or anything like that. Especially not my parents, because both of my parents I it's very hard to influence them unless you make a very good argument, which I'm able to do sometimes. But basically not worried about conforming. But yeah, the thing about the algorithm is really interesting, especially on it depends on different social medias. But I think it's definitely an issue that the way the algorithms on social media work, especially on the ones that are run by Google, is that they track what your preferences are, whether it's like, commercial items like cosmetics and things like cosmetics or like fandoms or whatever your interests are, and they will promote it to you. And that also includes political interests. And it's just a way to get you to buy into the advertisements they put out. That's essentially it. They just want you to keep watching so that you'll be more inundated by advertisements if you just keep watching more videos, which have multiple ad bites or whatever they're called in each video. So it's mostly because of that. It's weird because, well, I kind of think it's funny because I think perhaps my ads for my YouTube account is not as targeted as it should be because I think I don't know what the exact setting was, but I think I intentionally turned on a setting where it didn't like give me preferential ads, and I think it's doing it by region. And so lately I've been inundated with Trump ads and ads for really conservative channels, like in general, because channels can promote themselves by buying advertisements from YouTube. So like it'll literally be a clip from their personal channel, and this doesn't have to be like a big. You could be a really tiny like 5 subscriber channel and do it, and it's funny to me because I'm watching these videos on gay rights, and then suddenly something that's like completely the opposite comes up, like PragerU or something like that. So I think that's mostly based on my location, though, because I live in Irvine, and I live in an area that I think is more conservative in general. But it's interesting to see, and I think it's also possibly reflective of like how much each side is willing to pay to put their message out there. Because I think that is, I mean, okay, wait, this is gonna get partisan. Never mind, I'm gonna backtrack.
We can edit it out. Say what you want to say, I would say. And then if
I think that the Democratic Party is kind of being wusses in terms of how aggressively they are campaigning. Because, like, at this point, obviously, the Republican Party is using like super underhanded tactics, promoting misinformation, and going to extremes to slander and create rumor mills about the Democrats. And the Democrats, they're trying to do the pious, noble thing by like continuing to be to be civil and following the rules, and being as white bread as possible. But it's just not working if you can't keep being perfect choir like posturing when the other guy's throwing rotten eggs at you. Like, it's not going to be a fair fight. It doesn't matter if you're in the moral right, you're getting pelted.
Yeah.
So
But
Democrats should pay for more ads, and they should be more creative and outrageous with their ads since they're being so outrageous. That's all I'm saying.